Woohoo! I'm going to get into trouble for saying this, but I found the lap record for this car.
Sorry?
I found the lap record for this car in my notes.
Right record?
8:47. A guy from Sport Auto did 8:47 in a Civic Type R, apparently.
Really?
That's a lot quicker than I thought.
Trouble is, I don't know if it's wet or not.
It'll probably be wet somewhere. So you've done what, 3 laps of this circuit? How much do you reckon you know and how much you're just making up as we go along?
Whoa.
That'll be wet then.
Well, it's wet, so I don't know any of it. It changes the circuit completely when it's wet, which is a pity. I know certain bits of it. You recognise corners, and then you can remember the corners before and after. Bit of traffic.
Can you imagine what it must have been like to race an F1 car around here?
Yeah, it's just outrageous. I'm happy I'm racing in my time.
So back in the 1970s, apparently, they didn't even have the guardrails and the track was a lot bumpier. So if you went off, you're straight in the trees.
Yeah, the thing is, for me, the wet for me is a massive difference to anything else. I mean, it just changed the circuit completely. It's so strange. And normally a road car around a circuit, wet or dry, it doesn't really make a massive difference. But here it makes a really big difference. Must be the tarmac.
Do you reckon if you'd been born in a different generation that you'd have still been a Formula 1 driver? I mean, would you have fancied it in the 60s or 70s?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't know any different, as in I wouldn't know that in the 70s it was more dangerous than now, you know.
Sure.
You just don't think about it. It's only because we know a difference.
This is quite tight, by the way. So it's got quite a good tool to learn a circuit like this, then?
For a circuit like this, it's very good. I mean, you don't need anything else. I mean, we're never at the limit of this car because I don't know the circuit. Which is great.
It certainly feels fast enough. And I guess front wheel drive makes a big difference around here. Rear wheel drive gets a bit hairy.
Well, I prefer rear wheel drive, you know. That's what I race. This is very different to me. I've never driven a front wheel drive racing car, so it's a new experience. Oh, it's not very nice though. When it's wet. So how many laps have you done around here?
I don't know, 10 probably.
Do you think you know it?
No.
Shit.
I think it was Jackie Stewart called it the Green Hell.
The what, sorry?
The Green Hell. Oh, here comes the rain.
Oh, mate, I'm going to have to take it easy. It's just too dangerous in the wet. Feel that. Barlow's going to be in the wall, mate, I reckon.
It's hard to believe the lap record around here is something like 6 minutes 11.
I know. We watched the Stuck lap yesterday when he was racing in the 24-hour race, and he did about 6 minute 50 lap, which is bloody quick.
With lots of other traffic on the circuit.
Yeah, he actually got the traffic pretty well, but still, yeah.
Do you still get a buzz from driving something like this on a circuit?
Yeah, definitely. I love it. You know, well, especially around here, because I mean, most circuits in a road car I don't find very exciting because it's so wide You don't really get a sense of speed, even in a Formula 1 car. So in a road car, you definitely don't get a sense of speed. And the tyres overheat, and the brakes overheat. But around here, it's fantastic, because it's very narrow. I don't know the circuit. There's no runoff. The sense of speed is just phenomenal. And yeah, you know, it's a fantastic circuit to drive. I don't think I'd ever drive here on an open day, though. I find that just crazy.
On the public days?
Yeah, but having it to ourselves is amazing. I just wish it was dry.
It can get a bit leery when you've got a motorbike behind you at 160 miles an hour.
Yeah, I just wouldn't feel comfortable, you know.
But for the guys who do the public days, I know I've done a few myself, and it could be quite good fun. What are the sort of Jenson button tips for, you know, for this circuit?
You've obviously got to look where you're going, and you can't take it for granted, because you know, this circuit is it will bite back, and you think you might know it, but you don't. Most people don't know it. You know, so many corners look alike. So yeah, you just got to be very careful, and obviously you're looking forward most of the time, but you've got to also be looking in your mirrors, because there'll always be something quicker than you.
Here's the most famous corner of all, the carousel.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just can't believe a racing car goes round there. It's just so bumpy.
Because Honda's first Grand Prix was here back in 1964.
Really?
I think it crashed on lap 9, unfortunately. But this is an incredible place to launch a Formula 1 team around here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, there is nothing like it. You know, Spa and Suzuka, fantastic circuits, but to get this much of a rush in a car like this, it's you know, this is a different league. It's not even the same ball game.
Imagine trying to race here and dice with other cars.
Sorry?
Imagine trying to race here with other cars on the circuit.
Well, and there's such different speeds as well. That's the thing. Oh mate, the weather's wet, I can't believe it.
Problem is with this circuit as well, you can get out the back and suddenly it's wet in one place, dry in another.
I know.
And there is no runoff, is there? There's nothing.
No. If you slide, you're off, that's it, you know.
And it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Because how long do you reckon it takes you to learn a normal circuit?
Well, one lap you know where it's going.
But here you've got 100 corners, not 10.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, most circuits in one lap, and you'll learn the braking points sort of in 2 or 3 laps. But yeah, this is very different. I've done 4 laps and I still don't know every corner. But piecing them together.
I just can't get over what it must have been like before the guardrails were put in on a pumpy circuit in a Formula 1 car.
I know.
I think the first 100-mile-an-hour lap was back in the 60s, I think.
But the thing is, you say, you know, without the barriers, but even with the barriers, if you hit them, you know, it doesn't really make much difference. Hitting the barrier or a tree, there is no runoff, so it's still pretty much just as
And even in this car, we're regularly doing well over 100.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang on again. Now I know what grab handles are for.
I just wish I could have taken you around the drive.
Yeah, so do I. It just looks slippy from the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And onto the main straight.
Almost on the rev limiter and fit, there's another gear to go.
What's that? 210 kilometres an hour, so about 130
Go down
on the main
the
straight.
quickest part of the circuit, yeah.